I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, here we go. Justin Swafford, Colby Whipple have the front row. Clay Kirchenbauer, Jeremy Edwards on the second. Kirk Marble and Ryan McDaniel on the third row. Aaron Brill and Cody Kennedy on the fourth. Dustin Slover and Patrick Pieper round out the top 10. Brian Hewitt starting in 11th with Edmund Jones in 12th. Richie Joplin starting in 13th next to the Unicorn Angie Janes in 14th. Tyler Ott starting in 15th. Blakey Pooh Snickerdoodle Boo Boo starting in 16th. DJ the Iceman Kenner starting in 17th, and Jacob Morgan rounding out the 18-car field here tonight. All the drivers getting lined up on the grid, just waiting on Jacob, but looks like he is the last one to grid. Angie, unfortunately, not in her usual paint scheme tonight, could not get that done in time, so she is in the black and blue 13. I hope that's not an omen. Track temperature has skyrocketed to 103 degrees. Hotter than what they practiced and qualified in. It's going to get slippery on the first few laps. Blake, behave yourself. Yeah, they're definitely going to need to save some tires here tonight. Things are going to get, it's going to get hot. The track is going to get hotter. Hopefully it cools off a little bit as time goes on, but these first few laps, we're going to see the track temperature come up a lot as they start to lay rubber down. Field stacking up, getting ready to go green. Jacob Morgan did make it into the field. Jacob does have a win here. Pace car is in. Here we go at New Atlanta.
Here we go, green flag, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys!
Swafford quickly clears out front. Everybody side by side down into turn one. A little bit of blinking in the lead pack. Saw a lot of sliding out of turn two on cold tires in practice. So far, so good. Everybody pointed the right way. And caution is out on lap one. Several cars involved. Looks like Edmund Jones and Patrick Pieper. Looks like through 3 and 4, both of them having problems. Pieper gets up into the wall. Edmund just gets loose. Minimal damage to both cars. Everybody else managing to sneak by on that. Tyler Ott has gone to pit road. Blake Veek and Patrick Pieper all on pit road. I suspect we saw a lot of drivers kissing the outside wall here in the early going. I suspect that is part of what happened. And I suspect we're seeing a lot of drivers in for minor repairs. Jacob Morgan, so far, the fastest lap. Jacob, remember, had that close win the first time the Nowski Nation came here. That was a dogfight until the start-finish line when he pulled off that win. Swafford still has the lead. Clay now up into second. Kirk Marble into third. Aaron Brill up 3 spots into fourth. Whipple in fifth. Dustin Slover up 3 spots into sixth. Biggest mover so far, DJ the Iceman Kenner up 6 spots. No, excuse me, up 7 spots, now into 10th. Thankfully, all minor damage here early, so likely nobody using that fast repair here in the early going. The red line rule is not in effect tonight. Drivers can take the chance and go below the line, but whatever the outcome is, it's on them. Blake and Pieper come back down. Looks like they topped off. Everybody stacking back up for the restart. Drivers are looking around 60 to 65-ish laps on a tank of fuel. A bit surprised to see drivers topping off here in the early going, especially knowing that we're going to see some chaos. Good call, Robert. I support that. Hayes' car is back in. Here we go. Side by side. Swafford in control. Into the zone. Green flag back in the air. Everybody's got a little bit of heat in those tires now. As they come back up to speed, should be a little bit smoother getting through the first lap. Already seeing Clay Kirchenbauer moving up to the high side. Whipple right there with them. That high line in practice this afternoon seemed to be the place to be. We'll see if that continues to play out as the night goes on. A lot of movement in the front. Oh, we've got one. It's Ryan McDaniel in the wall in 1 and 2. A lot of cars getting squirrely out of 2, but everybody going the right way. A challenge for the lead already. Kirk Marble up top. That whole front straightaway from turn 4 to turn 1 just felt like no grip out here today. The car is essentially sliding like it's on ice through there. Tyler Ott trying to make up some ground here early on. Just set the fastest lap so far. Patrick Pieper back behind. Ryan McDaniel losing some ground, as has Angie. As Kirk Marble leads it at the line. Kirk Marble, Clay Kirchenbauer, the two highest drivers in the points. Clay's lead is insurmountable coming into tonight. He does win the regular season championship. But we know he'd love to get back to victory lane. It has been a while for Clay. Jacob Morgan already up 8 spots into the top 10. Richie Joplin had problems in qualifying, starting to come forward as well. Tyler Ott pulling back up to the lead pack with Blake Beacon. Kirk Marble, big push up top. Can he get to the bottom and take control? Oh, we've got a car spinning up front. Aaron Brill has kept it down and no caution. He keeps it out of trouble. Great save by Aaron Brill, but he dropped a ton of spots. And we've got more wrecking going on in 1 and 2. Caution! Brian Hewitt involved. Edmund Jones again. DJ Kidder involved. Brian Hewitt has towed the pit road. Second caution of the night, lap 11. Off into 1 and 2. Oh, Hewitt gets loose, comes down. And then everything goes wrong. Edmund Jones back behind Jacob Morgan trying to avoid it. Everybody tries to avoid it, but just nowhere to go. Even the Iceman, who had dropped back off this lead pack a little bit, gets hit hard. Fortunately, the drivers do have one fast repair here tonight. Kirk Marble, Clay Kirchenbauer, Justin Swafford, Dustin Slover, Cody Kennedy, your top 5. Look who's up to 6th. The Unicorn into the top 10 and 6. A lot of cars going to pit road here. Excuse me. Colby Whipple coming off pit road back in 7th. The top 6 staying out. Not a lot of reason to pit this early on. Ryan McDaniel, Blake Beacon, Brian Hewitt. Blake on his way back out. Now Ryan on his way out. Brian did tow. Hey, good evening, Kevin. The lights go out. They stack back up for the restart. Kirk Marble, Clay Kirchenbauer out front. Kirk in control of this one. We'll see what we can do, Aaron. Everybody pulls back up, pack back up, ready to go. Brian Hewitt, the only driver out of the race. He's still on pit road. Hopefully will get repaired and come back out. And here we go. Into the restart zone. Green flag is back in the air. They are away. Outside line may have had some problems getting going. Looked like the Unicorn may have been in the wrong gear. Kirk Marble quickly to the lead. DJ Kenner back in the fight, Blake back in the fight, Pieper back in as well as Ryan McDaniel, so everybody but Hewitt. Hewitt is back out on track now, so all the cars back out on track. But still no grip in this track at all. Track temperature has dropped a few degrees since the green flag. Down about 6 degrees, but still just not a lot of grip out there, especially through the front straightaway. Swafford still in the lead, or Kirk Marble in the lead rather. Swafford on the high side. Dustin Slover, Clay Kirchenbauer in that second row, and they are bump drafting down the backstretch. Oh, Slover's in the wall in 3. 3 wide through 3 and 4. He gathers it up. And Jacob Morgan shooting back up the middle. Morgan got the first ever Nowski win here at New Atlanta, looking to repeat tonight. Kirk Marble out front, big push from his teammate Cody Kennedy as they come across the line. Ryan McDaniel, who had that problem earlier, is already starting to fight his way back up into 12th. But you see through 1 and 2, these cars just not planted anywhere. Edmund Jones, Blake Veakin trying to fight their way back up. DJ Kenner right behind. Angie just behind as well. Edmund Jones just set the fastest lap so far, 30.5. I think lap times will continue to come down as the race goes on. As long as those track temperatures continue to drop, these speeds are going to continue to go up. Lap times are going to continue to come down as well. Jacob Morgan making some power. Oh! He made a real power move down to the apron, drifts it through 1 and 2, gathers it up, keeps it going. Wow. Well, that makes 2 drivers now that have pulled that move through 1 and 2. Aaron Brill, now Jacob Morgan. Some of these guys race day in, day out, have all the track time in the world, and are still struggling here tonight. Blake Beacon is pulled back up into the lead pack in 13th. Ryan McDaniel back behind with the Iceman in 14th. Jacob Morgan trying to reel him back in, as is Angie. Cody Kennedy now to second as he's pushed his teammate Kirk Marble to the lead. Richie Joplin now up into third. Wow, there is a lot of sliding around on the backstretch now. We knew the track was low on grip coming into tonight, but seeing a lot more sliding than we even expected, and we practiced out here this afternoon. Dustin Slover kissed the wall earlier, lost a lot of ground, now back in 12th with Blake right behind. Tyler Ott just ahead in 11th. Slover and Viken still within drafting range. With that new wider front straightaway, the field really spreading out at the front. The top 5 going single file for the moment. Everybody else in a battle. Edmund Jones slipping up into 6th. Pieper right behind. Blake Kirchenbauer briefly on the high side, 3 wide as the Unicorn has gone to pit road. Lead pack settling into a bit of a rhythm here. It is continuing to get bigger. Clay Kirchenbauer now dropping to the back, is now in 13th. DJ and Ryan trying to gather up and close that gap. That outside line, at least in practice, seemed to have the most grill. We've got one car down low. Remember, red line rule not in effect. Pieper in the wall. Pieper losing ground out of the wall. Slover comes by. But looks like Patrick will be able to hold on to the draft as the Unicorn is back out. Looks like it was an extended pit stop, likely for repairs. Aaron Brill now up into 3rd after that epic save earlier. Great comeback for him. Everybody's settling in. They can go about 60 laps on a tank of fuel. However, very few drivers took any pit stop practice. Did not see very many drivers practicing getting onto pit road. The ones that did, let's just say it did not end well. The Unicorn has had a problem on track. No caution. She is stopped down on the apron. See what happened with Angie. She goes off into 1 and 2. That car obviously damaged. Just catches a bit of the apron. Gets it gathered up and down out of the racing surface, and caution is out. Patrick Pieper, Dustin Slover involved, bringing out our third caution on lap 32. Let's see what happened to bring out the caution. Oh, Whipple loose out of 4. Looks like there might have been a little bit more to this one. Colby really loose through 3 and 4. Collects Pieper. Slover has nowhere to go. Pieper has had no luck avoiding incidents here tonight. Colby, a lot of the drivers talking about this. Once you try and save it here, there's just so little grip. Everybody is in. 4 tires and fuel. Hey, good evening, Corey. Cheering on Aaron. And good morning, Kevin. Edmund Jones is the first off pit road that does not look. He did not take any tires. Fuel stop only for Edmund. Kirk Marble, the first driver out with 4 tires and fuel. Brian Hewitt should be in the wave around position, getting one of his laps back. And it looks like Angie will get one of her laps back here as well. Edmund Jones out front, no tires on that stop. Everybody else has taken 4 tires, fuel, repairs, and whatever else is needed. Whipple still on pit road. He's about to lose a lap here. Pace car comes across the start-finish line. Whipple's got to move quickly or he's going to lose a lap. And it does look like Colby is going to go a lap down. Ryan Hewitt did get the lucky dog, Angie, on her way back around. Getting one of her laps back here as well. Colby Whipple has left pit road, now going to get lined up as they get ready to go back to green. Pace car is in. Edmund in control. He is in the restart zone. Fires. Green flag is back in the air. Now we're going to see how big a difference tires are going to make here tonight. Kirk Marvel, Cody Kennedy side by side right behind. Big push coming from Jeremy Edwards on the bottom. Cold tires here once again on this restart could have an impact. Back through 1 and 2, everybody seems to have some grip under him. Ryan McDaniel still in the lead pack, along with DJ Kenner. Patrick Pieper back in the fight as well. Tyler Ott, Dustin Slover still in the lead pack also. Aaron Brill back there in 10th. Edmund Jones on the older tires. The high line comes flying by. As Kirk gives Cody a big push into the lead. Cody down to the bottom line. Cody back up onto the high line. Edmund Jones making a move on the bottom. Oh, Slover kisses the wall out of 4. Dustin losing a lot of ground here. Oh, Ryan is way loose through 1 and 2. Gathers it up, comes back up, saves it again, keeps it out of the wall. Ryan currently in 15th, just saved it, but lost a lot of ground. Big pushes down the back straightaway. Jeremy Edwards pushing Edmund Jones. And it looks like the Unicorn is done for the night. Her car is toast. Edmund Jones is dropping back rapidly. Looks like those old tires, he was losing a lot of grip. Edmund's still on track, but obviously just does not have the speed that lead pack has at the moment. Meanwhile, Jeremy Edwards trying to get by the combo of Cody Kennedy and Kirk Marble. Richie Joplin still lurking back there. Clay Kirchenbauer, Jacob Morgan side by side, 7th and 8th place. And it is getting, I am surprised to see oh! That almost went horribly wrong. Bump drafted down the back straightaway. Edwards almost got pushed up into Kennedy. And a lot of bobbling in the pack going around here. We noticed in practice, these cars are affected so much. They have so little downforce and are affected so dramatically by the air around them. That line on the bottom is constantly having to fight the car, trying to pull around from the cars alongside up top. Cody Kennedy, Kirk Marble, Jeremy Edwards, the top three. Oh, it gets really dicey up here. Everybody slides it through 3 and 4. Don't blink, folks. You're gonna miss some chaos. Like I said, we practiced out here this afternoon, and I'm not surprised to see these guys just barely holding on. This track just has so little grip with this car. Hey, you did great, Angie. Jacob Morgan still lurking there in 10th as it looks like Jeremy Edwards has dropped to the bottom. He is going to the back. As the tire wear becomes a problem, that might be the wisest move here. Cody Kennedy and Kirk Marble still out front. Man, they are getting sideways on corner entry. Oh, we've got 2 in the wall and 3 and 4 caution. Caution back out, lap 49. Taking a look back toward the back, Dustin Slover way up the track. Oh, Brian Hewitt just snaps loose. Slover has nowhere to go. Hewitt, that is his second incident tonight. His race may be over. Hewitt spent a lot of time on pit road earlier. Was fighting his way back, but man, that's the same thing we saw with Whipple earlier. Goes off into 3, the car just does its own thing. Some drivers are coming in, some are not. Surprised to see quite a few staying out here. We'll definitely be saving this replay tonight and working on some additional reels from stuff we did not see. Apparently there's been some chaos out on track as Cody Kennedy and Kirk Marble coming in. Obviously not easy to see everything that happens in a race like this, but man, it has been crazy out there. Track temp now down to 94 degrees. Might help the grip a little bit. Hey, good evening, Mark Nelson. These Xfinity cars here at New Atlanta, just not much grip, as we've seen. These drivers go off into the turn, and we've seen some of the best drivers that iRacing has to offer go off into the turn, not knowing if they can make the turn. Stacked back up, ready to go. Justin Swafford and Patrick Pieper on the front row. Aaron Brill, Ryan McDaniel now up on the second row. Blake Veek and Richie Joplin, DJ Kenner, Tyler Ott, Jacob Morgan, and Clay Kirchenbauer rounding out your top 10. Angie officially out of the race, but man, what a race she had before that. Pace car is in. And delay to the green. No, pace car did not come in, excuse me. Now the lights are out. Now the lights are out, they get ready to go back to green. Swafford, Pieper on the front row. This is the highest Patrick has been all night, hoping to get out front. Some clean air might keep him out of trouble. And about half the field took tires on this stop. Some took fuel only. So a variety of pit stop strategies playing out here. Pace car is in. Into the restart zone. They fire green back in the air. Swafford quickly away. Pieper trying to pull ahead into second. Look at this. Aaron Brill now up in the top three. Coming by on the bottom, trying to take second. Clay Kirchenbauer looking up to the high side, trying to make a move as well. DJ Kenner, Edmund Jones back in the top 10. And Aaron Brill going to the lead. Whoa, gets a little bit close off of 4. It was Swafford at the line, but what a comeback for Brill after that early drift through 1 and 2. Slide, whatever you want to call it. And Blakey Pooh Snickerdoodle Boo Boo on the attack is now up into third after starting all the way back in 16th. Which apparently was an intentional choice so that he could bump Angie on pit road. So I would have to talk crap about him tonight. Blake looking to the high side now, is going to get the push. Here comes Richie Joplin. Pieper drifting back to 6. Edmund Jones now up to 7th. Dustin Slover back in the fight, back in 14th. We've seen Dustin, I think, in the wall. Jacob's around. He clicks. He collects Dustin Slover and Colby Whipple. Caution is back out, lap 57. Looks like the Iceman may have gotten caught up in that one as well. Colby Whipple back behind this. Jacob off into 1, comes down, gets across the nose, collects DJ, collects Whipple. We've talked about it all night. These are some of the best drivers on iRacing. This car track combo, just no grip. These drivers are going off into the turn. Jacob Morgan did have to tow to pit road. These drivers going off into the turns just do not know if the car is going to hold, and a large number just hit pit road, led in by Patrick Pieper, Edmund Jones, Jeremy Edwards, Kirk Marble, Cody Kennedy, Ryan McDaniel, Dustin Slover, DJ Kenner, Brian Hewitt, all in. I told the drivers in pre-race while watching the practice, it was the few drivers that did actually practice making green flag stops here. I told them it was bold of them to assume that they would actually be making any green flag stops. We will be, apparently Angie will be doing all the streaming tomorrow so I can get all the YouTube shorts out tomorrow. Brian Hewitt officially out. Looks like Jacob Morgan also officially out. A rough night for all of them. Jacob Morgan actually has the distinction of having the first ever Nowski win here at New Atlanta. Not going to be able to repeat that feat tonight. Oh, no, I stand corrected. Jacob Morgan is not yet out. He did have to tow, but he does still have a repair, so we're expecting him back out on track. He will have quite a bit of ground to make up, but hopefully he'll be back out in time. The Iceman also still sitting on pit road. Lights are out on the pace car as they get ready to go back to green. Jacob Morgan apologizing to the rest of the drivers, but we have seen a lot of drivers go off into the turn tonight, and the car just start getting squirrely on them. Not a lot they can do once that car loses grip. Pace car is in. Aaron Brill, Richie Joplin on the front. Aaron Brill in control. He fires. They are away. Green flag back in the air. Aaron Brill, the first driver tonight to drift it through 1 and 2, is just taking the lead. Jacob Morgan on his way off pit road. Smoke and wrecking in 3 and 4. Caution is back out. A bunch of cars caught up in that one. Clay Kirchenbauer, Aaron Brill, Edmund Jones, Ryan McDaniel, Tyler Ott, Colby Whipple, Kirk Marble, all involved. We may end up with a modified race before the night is out as Blake just took the lead. Aaron Brill looks like it may have started up by him. Let's see. Clay Kirchenbauer looks like he avoided the worst of it. Headed down into 3 and 4. Blake looked like Blake got the nose down. Aaron did not know he was there. Colby Whipple, Edmund Jones right behind have nowhere to go. Edmund gets the worst of it, but Colby ends up going for a spin. Actually grazes the safer barrier, but may have came out of that one A-okay. And Kirk Marble back behind as well as Cody Kennedy. Kirk almost made it through. Just barely gets clipped and goes around. So, big one at New Atlanta. Blake Veekin, Richie Joplin, Patrick Pieper, Cody Kennedy, and Ryan McDaniel. Your top 5. Ryan did get caught up in that. But it looks like Ryan came through that, for the most part, unscathed. Jeremy Edwards now in 6th. Whipple back in 7th. Kirk Marble in 8th. Tyler Ott in 9th. DJ Kenner, who's now back out on track, is in 10th. Jeremy Edwards on his way in. Swafford also on pit road. Edmund Jones is out of the race. Aaron Brill on pit road. Looks like Slover out. Brian Hewitt out. Starting to see some attrition come into play here. The lights are out on the pace car. Aaron Brill is coming back out on track at the moment. Pace car is in. Blake Veekin in control. Into the restart zone. Blake fires there away. Green flag. Oh! Blake may have spun the tires a little bit when he fired, gets it gathered up, but there was a bit of a twitch there. Pieper quickly jumps to the high line. Whoa! Richie looked like he was thinking about making it 3 wide. Not advisable. Gets it down to the bottom. Blake is twitching off turn 4. Clay Kirchenbauer starting to make his way back toward the front after coming through every mess so far tonight in fairly good shape. Cody Kennedy back up in the top 5 now. Ryan McDaniel also back up in the top 5. Kirk Marble also making his way forward. Justin Swafford, who led a lot here early, now back in 12th place, still on the lead lap, at the tail of the lead pack for the moment. Still holding the lead for the moment. Everybody just sliding all over the place. Colby Whipple shooting it down to the bottom. Everybody's searching for grip out here. Tyler Ott up on the high side with the Iceman right behind, trying to make their way forward. Patrick Pieper has a big push from Cody Kennedy up top, out of turn 2. Ryan McDaniel holding on, might, if he can hold on to this for a little while longer, may have his best finish of the season, one of his best runs of the season so far here tonight. DJ Kenner early in the race kept getting separated from the lead pack. It appears it has paid off. He has managed to get himself back into the top 10. Hey, good evening, Ingrid. Hope you're doing better. Oh, Blake pushed up into 3. Almost gets into Patrick's side. That got close. Richie Joplin giving Blake a big push down the front straightaway. Despite the chaos we have seen in the first half of this race, nobody is lifting out here. Still seeing bump drafting down the back straightaway, still seeing everybody pushing their car to the absolute limits. Pack still side by side, nose to tail, just like in Daytona, but less grip. Seeing a lot more drivers also on the front straightaway, dropping way low. The red line rule not in effect tonight. Wow. Jeremy Edwards out of turn 2 just drops down. We've seen Edwards drop down when things get a little too dicey up front. It has kept him out of a lot of trouble here tonight. A lot of these drivers in this lead group, last time on pit road, lap 50. They've had some caution left, but we're about to be to that point in the tire run where they start losing even more grip and start bumping around, getting a lot more squirrely out here. And the track temp is starting to go back up, now 99 degrees. Track temperature coming back up. They are losing even more grip, something they could not afford. Ryan is loose through 3 and 4. Through pit road, slides it through through the infield. Holds on to it, goes around on the front straightaway. No caution, he's clear of the racing surface. That does break up that lead pack just a little bit. Let's take a look. On lap 77, just gets loose in the middle of 3 and 4. Something we have seen happen countless times here tonight. Does everything he can to save it. Does prevent it from bringing the caution, but man, a heartbreak for a guy who was running up in the top 5 and staying out of trouble. We were talking a moment ago, we're reaching that point where we start to see the tires giving up. And with all the different tire strategies we've been seeing going on out here tonight, we have to wonder, these drivers only had 4 additional sets of tires coming into tonight. Some of them could be in trouble late in the race. Oh, Jacob Morgan is around on the backstretch. There is no caution yet. See what happened with Jacob. He was in the lead pack trying to get back to the lead lap. Coming through 3 and 4. Next time by, I believe, is when we'll see Jacob Morgan having problems out of turn 2. A little bobble there out of Justin Swafford. Off into turn 1, Morgan up on that high line. Trying to see if we can find the moment that it all went wrong again for Jacob. And still not 100% sure what happened with Jacob Morgan there. No, he went for a spin. Ryan McDaniel is also on pit road. Not sure if Jacob suddenly started having connection problems and that potentially caused him to blink into another car, and caution is out. Lap number 84. Ryan McDaniel through 3 and 4. Loose. Well, at least he didn't get a speeding penalty. I mean, he brought it to a perfect stop. And it looks like the field is coming in. Only about 6 cars at the moment showing on the lead lap. Aaron Brill in the lucky dog position. Cody Kennedy, Colby Whipple, Patrick Pieper, Richie Joplin, Blake Veeken, and DJ Kenner all in the lead lap. What up, Colby?
Hey, sorry for the surprise interruption, but I just wanted to give you and the viewers an update. Obviously, a lot of people lost connection for some reason.
Yeah.
Something to do with the iRacing servers. So we threw a caution here. Everybody who got kicked out, we're going to try to get them back in. We're going to give them their laps back. We're going to get going again.
All right, sounds like a good plan. We were wondering what happened there, so good to know that everybody's going to get a shot at this again.
Yeah, we'll do our best. So just bear with us. We'll probably have a few minutes of caution laps here. So yeah, I guess just keep it entertaining.
Will do, man. Thanks for the update,
All right,
buddy.
Yeah, no worries, Tim.
So there you have the update from Colby Whipple. That appears to have been what happened with Jacob Morgan. And we just saw a bunch of drivers. Justin Swafford, Clay Kirchmeier, Kirk Marble. Looks like Tyler Ott back in now. Trying to look through the names as they reappear. But a handful of drivers got disconnected from the iRacing servers. Jacob Morgan is back in now as well. So they're going to try and get everybody who lost connection back in, get their laps back to them. Consider this a red flag type situation. If it was in the real world, they would have thrown a red flag here. Not something that happens very often, but it does from time to time happen. In fact, in 3.5 years, I can safely say this is the 3rd time something like this has happened. The advantage here will be for the drivers that had used up more tires, fuel, whatever the situation may be. They will have some longer pace laps here. They will have an opportunity to conserve a little fuel, conserve an extra set of tires potentially. And once we get going again, Jeremy Edwards is now back in. Once we get everything squared away here, everybody should be able to make it on one more pit stop. Justin Swafford coming back around, as is Clay Kirchenbauer. Ryan McDaniel will also be waved past the pace car, it looks like, right before the drop of the green. Patrick, you know, after testing here this afternoon, I'm kind of in agreement with you there. I would have to try a different car, but man, these cars at this track, yeah, not great. They are definitely a handful here tonight as we see cars being waved back around. Here comes Kirk Marble. Clay Kirchmeier coming back around. Tyler Ott, Jeremy Edwards. Obviously a frustrating moment for the drivers as well. And speaking of the drivers, let's see if we can get a word with one. Hey, Cody, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Hey, well, practice was fun here earlier today, and the race is definitely not disappointed based on what we saw this afternoon.
Yeah, it's been crazy. There's a few times where I was surprised I didn't get wrecked.
You've had a few close calls. Kirk had one very close call. You guys, in the handling, obviously we talked about it this afternoon, but the car just does not have much grip here.
Well, with fresh tires, they're pretty grippy actually. It's just because this isn't really technically a super speedway, so your tires are going to get worn out faster and it's going to heat up way faster. So when the tires are heated up, it's going to be like driving on melted butter.
Well, that has definitely been the case tonight. Obviously, this connection issue changing up the race, but it does mean you're going to be able to stretch the current tire set a little bit longer and maybe stretch the fuel a little bit longer. You guys can do this, by my math, on one more stop should we go green.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. This is a long caution, get everybody back to their last back after the iRacing kind of crashed a little bit. So I'm hoping I can get Fatter Comedy Chevrolet back in the podium or get that big old W that I've been hungry for.
Well, I hope so, man. You definitely got some great practice dodging people this afternoon, so good luck out there, man. It's been a wild one so far.
Yeah, cheers to that one, Doug.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Cody Kennedy currently in the lead. Richie Joplin now in second. Patrick Pieper in third. See if we can talk to the third place driver, Patrick Pieper. So, Patrick, would you say going back to, you said bulldoze it, would you go back to the last configuration or the original configuration?
I like the original one because I played that one way back in the day in some of the old NASCAR games. And I like that one a lot, and it's fun watching some of the old races of that track. Or even running the road course here, or even at Road Atlanta down the road from here. Anything but this place. I just don't like it.
Well, I know
it's sketchy.
It definitely is. I know you've raced multiple cars here, and obviously I talked to Cody a minute ago. I tested here this afternoon with Angie. This Xfinity car just has no grip here at all, and you're just constantly sliding around.
Yeah, it's not so bad. It's bad if you have to make like a small correction early in a run. I mean, that's what happened to me early in the race. I just made like a tiny little correction mid-turn and I spun, and it brought out that first yellow. But like last green flag run that we had, when you have like 15 or 20 laps in and your tires start to wear and get below 90%, then friggin' it just gets so loose on entry, and you just slide up the track. It's not fun.
And we have definitely seen of more than one time where drivers have gone off into the corner and you just don't know what your car's about to do after about 20 laps.
Yeah, no, like I said, that's how it was getting towards the end of that run before the yellows came out, and now we got this big long yellow for all the packet loss or whatever's going on. So.
Well, hopefully things turn around from here. You had a rough start, but you've managed to come back quite well. Great job, bud.
Thanks a lot. I'm going to try and stay up here.
Good luck.
And hi, Mom.
Patrick always making sure he says hi, Ingrid. Watching is, let's see, drivers getting back out. We have seen a couple of drivers getting back in just a moment ago. A couple of them a little slower getting back in. Looks like Aaron Brill is back in, Colby Whipple back in. They're trying to get their laps back to them. Swafford on pit road at the moment. Ryan McDaniel now getting waved past the pace car. So getting everybody squared away, and it looks like we may be back green here in another lap or two. Jacob Morgan is back out as well. Edmund Jones is out. Dustin Slover appears to be out. I think we've pretty much got everybody back we're going to, and it looks like they are really close and getting ready to go back to green after that massive disconnect issue. Just did a quick check, and it does look like iRacing reported some sort of issue. I will tell you, while we're under caution, the first time I ever saw one of these type of issues was a couple of years ago during an XCal race on a Tuesday, and it was patch day. iRacing had just updated the system, and one of the changes somehow affected the street stocks to where if a shock extended to a certain point, it would cause that car to actually be disconnected from the session. And that disconnection point also just happened to be if you're coming off turn 4 at Texas into the pit road, your shock would extend and you would get kicked, and multiple drivers kicked out of that race, had to red flag it, get everybody back where they're supposed to be. So it's not a common issue, but it does occasionally happen. And it looks like everybody is sorted back out, so we're going back. Green flag racing, be lap 93 when the green drops. Pretty impressive, and a huge shout out to the admin team. As many drivers as we lost during that mess to get everybody back where they're supposed to be, reconnected and going in under about 10 laps. Actually, in 8 laps, they got it done. Impressive. Great job by the admin team. The Nowski guys get it done again. Pace car is back in. Cody Kennedy, Richie Joplin on the front row. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Not as aggressive of a start as we have seen. Throughout the night, Cody Kennedy, Patrick Pieper easily clearing traffic. DJ Kenner skirts his way up into the top 5. The Iceman cometh. Colby Whipple starting to come forward as well. Ryan McDaniel coming through the field. Ryan not on the lead lap, but trying to fight his way back up. Ryan currently in 12th. Jeremy Edwards up in 11th. Swafford currently in 10th. It has definitely been an eventful night for the Nowski drivers. And it did look like most of the field took 4 tires under that extended caution. So we should have quite a few laps before the cars the handling starts going away dramatically. Also, with the drivers slow on track, the track temperature has come down, now down to 94 degrees. It'll start heating back up a little bit. But that caution, that extended caution flag definitely has helped. And Jeremy Edwards just set the fastest lap of the race so far. So while that caution was not something anybody wanted, it paid off in dividends in multiple ways. Richie Joplin trying to get that high line going as Patrick Pieper right there with him. DJ, oh holy cow, DJ and Blake just bounce off of each other out of two. Kirk Marble starting to make his way forward once again up on the high side. Blake Kirchenbauer also back in the mix. Oh! Blake got really squirrely into turn one, holds on to it. Lost a little momentum. Kirk looks down to the bottom. Cody Kennedy and Patrick Pieper still out front. No big challenge at the moment. Richie Joplin, DJ Kenner, Blake Viken continue to battle it out. Kirk Marble, Clay Kirchenbauer now back up into the mix. Oh, Richie gets a bump from Blake out of tube. Great holding by Richie. That car got almost sideways. DJ Kenner now into third with the push from Kirk Marble. The high line losing some momentum here. Clay Kirchenbauer now trying to clear back into fifth. Richie Joplin still up on the high side. Blake right behind him, still trying to make that outside line get going again. Now DJ hopping up to the high side. Kirk Marble comes out of that mess into third. DJ is in the wall. Gets it gathered up. Everybody sneaks by, but he loses a ton of track position. Cody Kennedy and Kirk Marble, Patrick Pieper out front. Tyler Ott. Now we're starting to see some tire wear issues. Clay Kirchenbauer has had a problem back behind. No caution yet. Let's see if we can see what happened to the points leader. Clay off into turn number 3. Car just steps out. He almost saves it. Actually clips Blake Viken hard to the outside wall, gets it down. Gets it out of the grass, keeps it going, but does come back around to pit road. This is the final race of the regular season. Clay Kirchenbauer had a significant lead coming into tonight. So it will not affect him in the playoffs, and it will not affect his winning the regular season. But definitely Clay was looking for a win here tonight. Kirk Marble, Cody Kennedy side by side out front. Patrick Pieper and Richie Joplin right behind. Tyler Ott, Justin Swafford. Aaron Brill off track. Justin Swafford off track. Little bit of chaos back behind. It looks like tires starting to go away again. It has definitely been an eventful night here. Blake Veek and Aaron Brill both have their cars gathered up now, as does Justin Swafford. The field definitely starting to spread out a bit. The top five still side by side, nose to tail. At the moment, DJ Kenner in 6, about 2 seconds back, might be the safest driver on track. Oh, big wreck in the lead pack. Caution. And I called it because DJ just drove through that. Tyler Ott and Kirk Marble both involved. Coming down the back straightaway into turn 3. Oh, Richie comes down just barely, clips Tyler Ott. Kirk Marble does catch a piece of it as Ott gets into his quarter panel as well. Oh, and Jacob Morgan trying to avoid it, but nowhere to go. DJ Kenner, meanwhile, just skirts through it. He pitted under that last extended caution, took 4 tires and fuel. He is going to stay out. Everybody else on the lead lap is coming in. Also, it does appear Ryan McDaniel just got the lucky dog. He is back on the lead lap. This also helps Aaron Brill and Justin Swafford, who had problems after the last restart. Both drivers having problems on track, getting loose. Able to gather them up, keep them going undamaged, but lost a lot of track position. This will put them both back into the fight. Richie Joplin appears to be out of the race. Clay Kirchenbauer is showing a lap down, currently in 12th. But he is back out on track. And we have a variety of cars on pit road and out of the race. Lights are out on the pace car as they get ready for the restart. And at this point, you have to wonder who has tires left. If everybody just took their last set of tires, the last 20 laps of this one could get interesting. DJ Kenner, Patrick Pieper out front. Jeremy Edwards, Cody Kennedy on the second row. Blake Veek and Colby Whipple on the third. Ryan McDaniel, Kirk Marble, Justin Swafford round out your 9 lead lap cars. Pace car is in. The Iceman in control into the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. DJ quickly clears into the lead. Cody looking underneath Pieper for second. Keep an eye on Jeremy Edwards here. He has been playing it safe all night, but may not be now. He may have just taken the gloves off as he pushes Kennedy to the lead. And now Edwards to the high side. He is going for the lead. Jeremy Edwards leads for the first time tonight. Blake way loose as they go off into one. Blake trying to push Jeremy down the back straightaway. Bump drafting on cold tires has not been a good idea here tonight, but they're going to try it anyway. Ryan McDaniel now back in the fight on the lead lap, currently in 7th. Kirk Marble, Justin Swafford, 8th and 9th. Swafford hanging out in the back, staying out of it for the moment. Cody Kennedy, a big run out of turn 2. These guys are taking, knowing how many laps they have left to go. They have cranked the aggression up a little bit, but maybe a little too early. This may very well come down to who conserved an extra set of tires at the end of the night.
Well, Doug.
Oh my God, Richie, you scared the crap out of me. That was a rough night for you, buddy.
Well, I DQ'd myself. I done an idiotic move and caused a wreck, so I punched myself.
Well, having seen all the issues out here tonight, the disconnections, the lack of grip in the car, I mean, it's been a wild one.
Yeah, it was a little slick, but I got loose a couple times, caught it. Then I got used to the way it was feeling, and then I just went too far low and got in the Ott's side. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking right there. That was not too smart of me right there. I ran out of talent.
Well, you still made your way into the playoffs. You're pretty much locked in coming into tonight anyway, but still managing to get yourself into the playoffs going into 2 weeks from tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm really going to run for the playoffs. It just depends on how my work's doing. I just now, I just got called in. I had to be at work early, so I'm going to have to jump out of here. I appreciate you putting this on and streaming it and putting up with us, man.
Well, great job tonight, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, buddy.
All right, later.
See you. Richie Joplin out early tonight. Jeremy Edwards, Cody Kennedy, nose to tail. Colby Whipple now to third. Looks like the lead pack getting single file for the moment. And then Pieper gets a big run up to the high side. Cody sees him coming. He's going to hop up there and give him a hand. Cody Kennedy looking back to the lead here. Two biggest movers in the field right now. Blake Vegan up 10 spots into 6th. DJ Kenner up 10 spots into 7th. Several drivers back up in here in the fight just by surviving. And yep, we are far enough into the run. As they go off into the corner, you're starting to see the cars move a lot more. As many laps as these drivers have left, they're going to have to give each other a lot of room. Aaron Brill definitely open for another caution. Clay Kirchenbauer out of the draft at the moment. Back in 11th. Aaron Brill in 10th is the first car 1 lap down. And Tyler Ott back in 12th. He is within striking distance of the leader. He is going to get mixed up into that lead pack here in a minute as they come out of turn 2. Looks like he might not be at full power. This could get rough. He dropped all the way to the apron coming out of 4. The field's going to slip by. That could have gone a lot worse. Great job by Tyler Ott. Aaron Brill sliding over, making sure Ott gets the draft. Jeremy Edwards and Cody Kennedy still. Oh! We've got a car around. It's Whipple sliding through the infield. No caution yet. Let's see what happened with Colby. There's Colby coming out of 3 and 4, just way loose. May have even gotten a little bit of a bump through the infield. Gets it back up on the track, keeps it going, but lost a lot of track position. A great save by Whipple. Cody Kennedy, Patrick Pieper, Kirk Marble now up in the top 3. Kirk has fought his way back. Kirk down to the high side trying to make the move, get up there and give Cody a hand. Cody cannot jump up to help. But here comes Ryan McDaniel on the high side. DJ Kenner just a little bit behind as Aaron Brill, Tyler Ott, lap cars helping him at the moment. Staying just a hair off the bumper of Swafford. Kurt Marble unable to get anything going up top at the moment. And the beautiful unicorn cheering on Cody Kennedy as he continues to lead here. The real question here is going to be the tires. Can everybody's tires make it to the end? We're usually at this point in the race talking about fuel strategy. But you heard Cody say late in the run, they just are like driving on butter. Oh, and that may have been a bump from Pieper. They're all getting loose. Laps to go at Atlanta. It has been a rough night. No grip on the track, cars sliding all over the place. Mass disconnections, anything and everything, and they still soldier on. Great job. And we have to give the admins another shout out. Great job by Colby and the team tonight, keeping things in line, and huge shout out for letting them for them letting Angie come out and race, giving her that open invitation. I hope we'll see her back in 2 weeks at Bristol. That lead pack getting single file for the moment, and I don't think we're going to see... Oh, Aaron Brill has had a problem back behind. Aaron has gone to pit road. There will not be a caution. And that helped Clay Kirchenbauer. Aaron just snaps loose out of turn 2, gathers it up, but his tires are gone. And could that be just the beginning? As Patrick Pieper goes to the lead, Cody Kennedy's losing ground. Oh, Aaron Brill lost connection. They are spreading out. Looking through the field, this might have been another... Hey, good evening, Stephen. Did not see an incident out on track. This might be another iRacing incident. Hey, good evening, Richie West. Oh, Steven, you gotta be kidding me. Everybody is back in on pit road. This should be the final stop of the night. Richie, did you get everything ordered today, buddy? Colby Whipple pulling up behind the pace car. Let's get a word. Colby, we saw the incident a moment ago with Kirk, but I have to wonder, or with Aaron rather, another technical issue on the iRacing side?
Yeah, Tyler and Aaron both got disconnected, so I threw the caution to get them back on. Unfortunately, Aaron's night's done regardless, but we're going to get Tyler back in here. Man, this really sucks. This race has been hectic. definitely a longer race than I meant it to be. Obviously, Atlanta Super Speedway is a lot of really close racing, so a lot of wrecks and stuff, which compared to how our other races this season have gone, I'm not going to complain about some cautions this week.
Yeah.
But then you just add in this iRacing stuff, and it's frustrating.
It definitely is. Just looking, I've been monitoring, and iRacing has definitely been seeing some issues cropping up. I haven't seen a tweet from them yet, but we are starting to see some issues crop up on the iRacing side. So hopefully everybody's got enough tires to make it to the end from here, and hopefully the connection holds.
Yeah, I mean, I know when I left the first time and I got disconnected, I had 3 sets of tires left on each side. When I rejoined, all I have left is 1 set on the right side, which is why I'm up here leading right now. As soon as we go green, I'm going to drop below the apron. I'm going to wreck everyone otherwise, because I have a set of right tires to last the rest of this race. But, man, just sucks. I hope iRacing's having issues otherwise and not just this session, but...
Nope, it's pretty much across the service from the look of it. Well, man... You guys, from the admin perspective, I know you're about to go green, but you guys have done an amazing job with it tonight, and good luck making it to the end here, buddy.
Hey, thanks, Doug. Hope we're putting on a relatively fun show. Thanks to everyone watching, and maybe I'll be talking to you at the end of this race. We'll see.
All right, good luck, man.
Thanks, Doug.
So, there you have it. There are ongoing issues in iRacing, so if you were in an official a few moments ago, got kicked out, that's why. Sounds good, Richie. Just let me know, buddy. Mark, I know between... yeah, it's definitely been a wild one. We've seen a lot of races this season that have been green flag all the way and very, very short, but tonight has made up the difference. It's been a bit bumpy. Everybody stacked back up, ready to go to the end. Not very many laps left here at New Atlanta. Pace car is in there in the zone. Green flag is back in the air. 23 to go at the line. And Whipple pulls out to the front. Pieper and Jeremy Edwards battle for second. And everybody that went to pit road last time took 4 tires and fuel. So tires should be okay to the end. But that also means these boys are about to crank it up to 11. Probably 12 at this point. You gotta think, just like short track racing, with the way tonight is going, there's some frustration out there. Track temperature thankfully has come down, now down to 86 degrees. That is going to be a huge help in these final laps. And I made a comment after that long caution that we probably were so low on tires we would not see another fast lap. I may have been wrong. With everybody getting 4 tires and the track temp being as low as it is now, we might see the fastest lap of the night in the next few. Ryan McDaniel made a power move down the front straightaway. Remember, the red light rule not in effect, and it looked like Ryan had a big run out of 4, but thought better of the move down to the apron. Jeremy Edwards out front, Blake pushing him at the moment. Pieper on the high side with Cody Kennedy giving the push. Kirk Marble, Ryan McDaniel, Justin Swafford, DJ Kenner, all right there. Colby Whipple has dropped out of the lead draft. Clay Kirchenbauer now back into the top 10, but still showing a lap down. Everybody side by side, nose to toe. The last few laps will be in that point in the tire cycle where Ryan just went to the almost to the apron again. That last few laps of this race will be at that point in the tire cycle where the tires are just about starting to go away. Some of the drivers who have pushed hard here will likely have grip issues, whereas some of the drivers a little bit further back, Swafford, Kenner, they might actually have a bit of an advantage. Bottom line, at least for the moment, has the advantage. Pieper and Kennedy, though, they have been working that high line successfully all night long. Whoa! And Beacon and Pieper, a little contact coming out of two. Ryan McDaniel keeps peeking back behind. He is waiting for an opportunity. It has been several seasons since we have seen Ryan in victory lane, but he's running in the top 5 now. And he is hunting and he is hungry. Cody Kennedy bump drafting Pieper out of turn 2 as they come down the back straightaway. And everybody a little squirrely as they go off into turn 3. Through 1 and 2, everybody looks okay, but entry into turn 3 is where we have been seeing the problems start all night. Edwards has the advantage, clean air right now. Oh, Pieper way out. Oh, they are 3 wide off into 1. Ryan McDaniel has a run down on the bottom. Cody Kennedy up top. Pieper loses a lot of ground. Cody Kennedy, no help at the moment. Ryan in third. Across the line, 10 laps to go. Jeremy Edwards out front. Ryan McDaniel trying to hold on for a podium. Cody Kennedy, Patrick Pieper reconnected. Up top. The outside line starting to come. Up top, Cody Kennedy, Patrick Pieper, and Kirk Marble back together again. Justin Swafford pulling back up onto the lead pack, as is DJ Kenner. Colby Whipple also coming back into play. Edwards still had the lead at the line. Jacob Morgan on the apron. It's going to be close, but at the line, Edwards still leads it. This likely going to come down to the final lap. They are starting to slide all over the place. 6 to go, and Kenner may have just kissed the wall on the front stretch. Oh, Pieper a little squirrely on entry into turn 3 in the outside line. 5 to go. That outside line starting to build a little more momentum. Cody trying to utilize the side draft. Out of 2. Ryan McDaniel losing some ground. Out of 2, trying to pull back. Oh, Blake is loose. And Blake into Pieper. Caution is out. We'll go to a green-white checkered. Let's see if we can see what brought out this one. Oh, Pieper coming down as Beacon pushes up. Ryan nowhere to go. Ryan McDaniel on the bottom, having his best run of the season. Nowhere to go. Gets a piece of it. He goes hard through the infield. And Blake down there on the bottom, multiple impacts. He goes around, the flaps deploy, but gathers it up and goes the correct way. The big winner on this, Clay Kirchenbauer, waves back to the lead lap. Blake has been in for repairs. Whipple went to pit road as well. Pieper was on pit road also. This restart is going to be interesting because a lot of in fact, most of the lead lap cars did not have a set of tires. So they're going to be on old greasy tires trying to restart, get the best launch. Every single one of these drivers about to have their hands full. Jeremy Edwards definitely did not want to see that. Clay Kirchenbauer is in. Blake Viken and Patrick Pieper back in as well. More repairs for those cars. Trying to see, I did not think Clay, I thought Clay had gotten his car pretty much back to... His paint scheme obviously has some dirt on it. We'll see if he gets tires. He does. Right sides are up, so he had a set of tires on standby. Clay Kirchenbauer may be the only driver on track with a fresh set of Goodyears. Lights are out on the pace car. Clay will be at the tail end with 2 to go, but he's got 4 fresh tires. Everybody else is in trouble. So, anybody out there want to make a bold prediction before this thing goes green? Pace car is in. Jeremy Edwards in control. Green flag is back in the air. 2 to go. Everybody is away. A little slow. DJ tried to look low. Whipple was there. Clay on fresh tires to the high side. Gutsy call there, Mark. Down the back straightaway, Jeremy Edwards in the lead. They are fanning out. Jeremy Edwards, Kirk Marble side by side into 3. White flag is in the air one more time around at Atlanta, and it's anybody's race. Blake Viken tries to get going up on the high side. Whipple's in the wall. Several cars down to the apron. Here comes Kirchenbauer. But Jeremy Edwards still side by side with Marble. Swafford out of nowhere into second. And out of turn 4, it'll be Jeremy Edwards at the line. Swafford comes out of nowhere to finish second. Kirk Marble pulls off third, and Ryan McDaniel finally back in the top 5. Wow. Well, that finish definitely fits the whole night. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Kirk Marble. Kirk, this is one of those rare, very, very rare occasions. I don't know what to say, but man, great job.
Yeah, it's totally rare, Doug. And say that was a long race.
It definitely was. Tires, lack of grip, disconnections, everything under the sun. But man, you come home with a podium, and it looked like that could have gone any way on that last lap.
It really could have. It really just depended. Like Cody had some damage, so he really couldn't push too good. So it just depended on who still had a clean car.
Well, man, congratulations. It was an awesome finish. You've had a great season. Looking forward to seeing you in a couple weeks, buddy. Great job.
Thanks, Doug.
Justin Swafford coming out of nowhere to finish second. Swafford, you restarted for the green-white checkered in another state, I think.
Man, I tell you, I was on a mission. I had to finish good tonight.
Well, you definitely got it done. And looking at the numbers, I mean, it's very, very close. But I think with some of the incidents and some of the people not here and some of the chaos, I think you're in by a shout. But man, That was a wild green-white checkered, and I honestly did not see you coming from that far back to finish in second.
Yeah, I didn't. My plan was just stay alive, finish this thing, get my points, and that last green white checkered I knew was going to be crazy. And how I ended up in second, I couldn't tell you because there was so much going on. I didn't know which way I was looking.
Well, it definitely paid off staying up on the track on the back straightaway when everybody fanned out. You just managed to get there and slide by. It worked perfectly, man. Congratulations. That was an awesome race.
Thank you, Doug.
And finally, our winner, Jeremy. Man, a great win, first off, but that, I don't know how you defended that lead as long as you did.
Well, it was nice having Blake behind me for so long until he got caught up in a mess there at the very end. But Blake's a good pusher. He always has been on speedway style tracks, and so I knew with him behind me, he wasn't going to leave, and he was going to give good solid pushes. And then that last green light checker flag there, I knew Kirk and Cody have been working together every race, and I did kind of back it up a little bit going into 1 and 2, just so Kirk couldn't get in front of Cody there, and then everything kind of played out, and Justin gave me a good push to the win.
I have to say, there was a big question mark. None of you came in on that final caution. We knew everybody was really low or out of tires. How easy were you? How gentle were you having to be on that last restart just to not spin the tires?
Yeah, every restart actually started in first gear except that last one there. Just I didn't have any wheel spin and everything, but it actually fired off relatively good. Didn't really spin at all.
Wow, that's pretty impressive, man. A great finish tonight, a great win. Man, congratulations. That was awesome. Great job making it to the end for the win.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks. And also thanks to Colby and everyone that runs this league for giving everyone an opportunity to get their laps back with connection losses there. So appreciate it.
That was awesome. Great job tonight, buddy.
Thanks.
Yes, once again, huge shout out to Colby Whipple, the rest of the admin crews for getting it done tonight. They did an amazing job given all the circumstances, and wow. Yeah, great night, interesting night, exciting night. We'll have a bunch of YouTube shorts out over the next few days, and we'll be saving the replay just to make sure we can pick up some of the stuff we may have missed on the broadcast. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tomorrow night, 7 Eastern, Home Motorsports is back. You guys don't want to miss out on that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope y'all had as much fun as I did. I need oxygen. Have a great night, everybody.